What's up guys, it's Nate with Freedom Van Gogh, and we're underway on yet another electrical system on a Spreco, and I'm about to start on the solar MPPT install. Let's get right into it. Alright, so this is the Victron MPPT. This is one of two different MPPTs we'll install on a Spreco, depending on whether you're getting 1,000 watts of solar upgrade or just sticking with the regular factory solar setup. So this is for a factory solar setup. This is the MPPT 150, so 100 volt maximum, 50 amp max charge current, and it's a direct replacement for the Zamp solar controller. So it's actually really simple to install. We're just gonna pull this out. We're gonna put this in. We do have to change a connector from a ring terminal to a ferrule, and we'll get into why we do that here in a second. But first, we're gonna go ahead and pull this Zamp controller out and get everything ready for this to go. All right, so one quick thing I want to mention while I'm in here, you'll see that we have these two capped wires here. These are the original wires that go to the battery side of the charger. These are a smaller 8-gauge sized wire. You can replace your MPPT and connect to these wires if you haven't had the 186 recall done yet. However, we do recommend that before you start upgrading components, especially the directly related, solar MPPT, we recommend you get your 186 done first. That way you're deleting these 8-gauge wires and going with a larger 6-gauge. If you ever charge up to the maximum 50 amps through the charger, the 6-gauge wiring is able to handle that much better than the 8-gauge. So if you haven't had your 186 done, highly recommend getting it done first. So what I'm doing here, I've already cut the ring terminals off of these wires. We're putting these little ferrule connectors on. It's just a pin, really simple. All it does is pull all of those wire strands together, clamps them all together, so that when you insert into the MPPT, you're not gonna have any loose wire strands poking around, maybe even a positive going to a negative to cause a short. It keeps everything together and is actually the required terminal type for installing on these MPPTs. So we've already got our first two installed, working on the second here. This should go without saying, but please make sure the entire system is turned off. All fuses and breakers are turned off or removed. This is not something you want to do with the system live. So a little bit of prep beforehand. There's a lot of control modules and stuff that will be inside this compartment, usually in the way. You can choose to leave them there. It's a little bit more difficult to wire, or you can do what I do and just relocate them to the back wall. Just leave yourself some room for this. But anyways, we've got this right here. All I'm gonna do is grab a couple of screws to hold it in place. Then we're gonna insert our pins one at a time, make sure we don't mix up our battery and our PV side. The PV side is going to be your wires that come from your solar array. Those are gonna go there, positive and negative, and then your battery is going to be the cables that run down into the power system. We're gonna connect those positive and negative to the battery side. All right, so we're looking good here. So we've got the battery side connected here with our 6-gauge leads. We've got the PV side connected that goes for the Winnebago wires up into the ceiling for our pass-through. The factory fuse will look like this if you've had the 186 recall. This functionality will still be the same. So at any point, you can still come up here and pull the fuse if needed. But that's really it for the install. If you're doing a full system monitoring upgrade with the servo, all you would need to do at this point is just connect your VE Direct cable here and then connect to the servo. Other than that, you just fire up the system, plug your fuse in, and you're good to go. So this is a really simple but great upgrade to the Zamp solar controller. It fits in there just nicely. It's a really simple install, and you're gonna be able to look at everything on Bluetooth. No more flashing screen or anything like that. It just works really well. So it's a great way to utilize the solar that's up there and get a little bit more charging efficiency out of it than you would have with the Zamp. If you're looking to pick up a part for yourself, be sure to check us out at vanpartswarehouse.com. Or if you want to get on the schedule to get this installed for you, check us out at freedomvangogh.com. This has been Nate with Freedom Van Gogh. Let us help you upgrade your adventure.